So, okay, if you stand there, be silent please, and I'll invite TV and online to kick off. Sinead, would you like to start?
Hi Mick, what's the latest on the injuries? Is everyone back home rested?
Yeah, very good training session today, and everybody came through that really well. Jack without running, which was a real positive, and while Saturday will come a little bit early for him, I think that the signs are really positive in terms of being available to train fully next week and hopefully be available for South Africa.
Is that his first on-pitch session?
That was not since we got to tours, but it's his first for the last few days, so he's been doing most of his rehab in the gym with the physios, and today was obviously a very big day for him in terms of getting out and running, and he ran really well and was really positive and in a good place afterwards.
And what about Dave and Robbie Shaw? Are they available?
They were all integrated fully into training today and all trained fully, so that's positive as well.
Okay, Scott.
Keith, this is your fourth World Cup. I know it's early stages, but does this feel different from the other ones you've been involved in?
Yeah, it's definitely a bit more relaxed, I think, in the environment. But I think we know how to deal with pressure a lot better now as a group. Look, we know how big these tournaments are, and you know we've had a good welcoming tour, and you know it's been great, yeah.
And do you feel like, as a side, you've ticked off every box along the way to being at 26 wins from your last 28 matches to be successful here in France? Left no stone unturned.
Yeah, we've obviously achieved a lot, and we know when we're on it and we're switched on and we play our game plan. We know we're well capable of competing and doing special things. But you know, again, I know it's a cliche and you've always heard it from us. We won't be looking past Saturday, but obviously we've touched on it, and you know, something we are confident in our ability. So yeah, we'd be looking to hopefully go deep if we reach our standards.
And finally, for me, what are you expecting from Tonga this weekend? Another number of players have become eligible to play for them. Some you know pretty well as well. Form hasn't been brilliant, but what are you expecting from them this weekend?
Yeah, you know, it's like all the island teams, really. You know, it's going to be a really physical contest. You know, we're going to have to be switched on in defence. Some really incredibly good athletes. You know, so yeah, I've obviously played with Mala for a season in Munster. I know what he can do. I've obviously played against Charles Piatow in his time in Ulster, so we know we have to be on it, or else we'll get punished.
Thanks. Gavin?
Keith Johnny talked about his great World Cup memories despite the four final defeats over the last three. What are the memories that jump out from the 3 before for you?
Yeah, we've had some good wins. You know, you think about 2011. We've beaten Australia down Eden Park, beaten France in Cardiff. You know, they are special moments. You know, you're living with each other for a couple of weeks, and it's different than a Six Nations where, you know, it's game after game. It's all high pressure game. So yeah, we've had great moments along the line, and I suppose we're creating good memories off the field as well, which is great. It's something we've never had in the past. You know, our families are coming over, which is great. They can experience it all with us as well.
How's your role changed in the squad from being one of the young lads early on to one of the wise boys now? You're still mixing it with the young lads in the downtime?
Yeah, still mixing it, Mick, aren't I? Yeah.
You're a good friend of mine now.
Yeah, that's bad. I'm having more coffees and meetings with Mick than the younger lads, so I suppose that's a bad way. Yeah, look, I've had a great pre-season. I've done every session, and the young boys keep me young as well, so it's great.
Thanks. Murray?
How would you, you've got a good perspective on the group, how would you describe the confidence or belief in the squad?
Confidence and belief, I'd say, is very high, and I think that comes from a number of factors. I think going back to when Andy came in after 2019, I think that there was a lot of kind of, I suppose, talk about players being themselves and being happy very much within the environment and having that kind of openness and ability to kind of speak out, ability to very much be themselves and work together and ask questions. I think in the early days, you know, there was, Andy would say, there's no such thing as a silly question or a bad question, and he doesn't have to say that anymore now, because I think players are very open with each other. I also think that the staff and the players, there's an incredible connection, I think, between both groups. Staff, like, they're just so kind of, I think, humble and hardworking and just want to do their best for the team, I think, which permeates down through the team, I think, as well, the players as well, that they really appreciate it. And I think from the player point of view, there's no egos, they're incredibly humble. There's an incredible kind of work ethic, I think, between the staff and the players. The coaching team, just they're working, you know, so hard to make the players better, which I think in turn builds the confidence and the belief. So I don't think it's something that you can build overnight. I think it's something that has been building for the last 4 years, really. And I see now where everybody, I think, is comfortable in the system. They train hard. Their habits are really good. The coaches are drilling good habits into them, morning, noon, and night. And I think the players have really embraced the challenge of being the best version of themselves every day. And I think that the backroom staff, you know, whether it be in nutrition or S&C or medical or operations, I think that they actually really step up to the plate, I think, in giving that support and being the best version of themselves every day as well. So for me, it's a privilege to be involved in such an incredible environment with genuinely good people all around me.
Sorry, Murray, I'm under a bit of pressure on me. I know Keane and Ed. Sorry to put you across. Keane and Ed, and then I need to get the guys down.
Yeah, it was nice. Yeah, it was nice. You know, it just reminds us of good times, really. Whether it's Limerick winning All Irelands, and it was played down in South Africa when we won the URC as well. So yeah, it's kind of becoming I suppose, a real Irish song now rather than a Limerick song. I think the Limerick boys definitely set the standard with it, and I suppose we're all jumping on ship now, thankfully, because I suppose we're winning as well.
Thanks. Ed, fun?
You just mentioned that you don't think there are any egos within this group. Would that be something that maybe has been an issue in the past?
No, not necessarily. I think every group is different, and I think every head coach, I think, brings a different dynamic to a group. And like I've been involved back since 2012 under Declan Kidney, and then when Joe came in, he brought a different dynamic. I think Declan brought a different dynamic to what Eddie O'Sullivan had brought. So I think it's very hard to compare one kind of group of players or one management team to another. Like I look back at my kind of 4 years working with Joe, and to me there was an incredible environment under Joe. And you know, you look at when Joe came in 2013, and we won back-to-back Six Nations in 14 and 15. We went to South Africa, won a test match in Cape Town. We beat the All Blacks in Chicago. So that environment was an incredible environment as well. But I just think the coaches bring different nuances as they come on board, and they change things up. And you know, I don't think any, you know, whether it be a head coach or a CEO, they never do the same as the previous CEO or previous head coach. They like to bring on their own mark, I suppose, and their own style of coaching and management and looking after players and people. So it's different, but that doesn't say that it's better or worse. It's just different.
Thanks, Mick. That's it for this section. Thanks, Keith and Mick. You're done, and the bus is waiting. I've got Ty Byrne. If anyone wants to ask why he's dressed the way he is, feel free.